What's happening, good people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know what time it is. It's Wind Down Wednesday. We are back at it again. We are back at it again. Thank God for allowing us to even be back at it again. So,
Yeah.
y'all know what time it is. You know what we do. You know what we are about to do. I am Sandy. I'm sitting here with my dear sister, friend, the queen herself.
Hey, it's Shanice. What up, you guys? I'm on location, so I'm wearing my mask, staying safe.
Yes.
I'm on location. I'm multitasking. Y'all hear the music in the background, but we're gonna talk about it today. How was
We
your
go.
weekend,
Girl,
sis?
listen. Honey, let me say this. Love the haircut. You're looking good. Um, what's up, AJ? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in, my sister. Thanks for tuning in. You look good, sis. Just want to let you know, love the haircut. But for me, the week has been beautiful. I am coming off of an extreme high of having a great
Oh,
weekend, an outstanding weekend, a fabulous weekend.
so
Um, but you know how it is. We do what we do and we make it happen, and um, we go from there. Cause you cutting in and out, sis. You cutting in and out. You hear me? You cutting in and out, sis. Well, listen, people. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what time it is. You know we got to keep it moving, and we got to keep this thing going. Um, she said she loved the hair too. But my sis is on location. She is in a spot where she got to get herself situated. She got to get it together. So, she won't be cutting out and moving and, all that other stuff. But she is on location. She is somewhere, but y'all gonna hear her because she gonna be in this joint. So my thing is, I had a great weekend. It was marvelous. It was fantastic. I met some good people, hung out with my cousins. So things were good. Hey, listen, there go Akeem. What's up, Akeem? So my week was good. My sister over there is in and out. You in and out, sis. You in and out. You're gonna have to log off and come back in. She gonna have to log out and come back in because she keep, you in a different. We got to get you together because you coming in and out. But that's technology for you
how's
right there.
that?
Tech Technology ain't
Uh
working
oh.
right, because the devil mad because we had a great weekend. Um, so give us a minute, she'll be back and we'll have it together. But in the meantime, between time, good people, I had a wonderful weekend. It was great. Tis the season for me to do some things, go places, see people, hang out, make new friends, hang out with my relatives. I'm doing what I got to do to be happy. And I must say that I am happy. What's up? What's up? What's up, my dear friend Efi? Girl, I meant to call you today, but I'll call you after the show. How about that? Anyway, until my friend get hooked back on, we're gonna talk about it. But how y'all feel about the ban being lifted? Everything is open, no more mask. You don't have to wear it. I guess you can wear it if you choose to wear it. But things are pretty much they're opening back up for the people. So my thing is, how you feel about that? What do you think about that? Does it make a difference? Are you gonna wear yours? Are you gonna try to stay as safe as you possibly can? Because we already know that COVID did kill some people, and it killed a lot of people. It ain't the only virus or disease or whatever you want to call it. We've gone through a pandemic before. You're right. You're right, Eve. You're right. Stay covered up for Jesus is definitely it. But we're gonna talk about it, and we about to make this thing happen. But as far as I'm concerned, I am gonna stay covered up. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do. Um, People don't want to get vaccinated for whatever reason. Let me not say people. I'm gonna say black people don't want to get vaccinated for whatever reason. And I guess to each his own. You do what you do. But we know that it has cause some problems along the way. So the thing about it is just do what you got to do to be safe. You know, stay safe, stay covered up, and be blessed at all times. But be smart. Let's not be crazy, and let's just be safe and be as clean as you possibly can, because everybody can't be clean and everybody isn't clean. Hey, some folks are still nasty, but you know, recognize sometimes nasty recognize nasty. That's why they nasty. The end. So at the end of the day, try to stay as clean and as safe as you possibly can, and do whatever it is you got to do for yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that I know at this point in time is that it's whatever makes you happy. That's what you do. You don't do something that's going to make somebody else happy and you're living in misery. So I feel like you should do what you need to do to make yourself happy, because if you're not, then that's where the problem lies and that's where the problem comes. Well, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to say it. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it, Eve. I'm saying it. And if you want to be a part of this, Miss Efi, let me know. Send me a message and I can send you the link and you can join me right here, right now. And we can talk about it. So at the end of the day, my whole thing is, let us do what we need to do for ourselves, and let's not do what somebody else want us to do or desire us to do, because at the end of the day, where's the happiness in that? I need to know where the happiness is in that. Girl, you know what they do? Put on a bonnet. They wear bonnets everywhere else. Since we're talking about everything, we're talking about a little bit of everything tonight. My sister's on location somewhere out and about in the city of Cincinnati, state of Ohio. She is out and about. But like I said, Eve, put on a bonnet. Since we're talking about bonnets, how do y'all feel about wearing women wearing bonnets everywhere? You know, because there was a big old thing about what's the girl name? The comedian had made a statement on social media talking about women in the airports wearing bonnets and pretty much not taking care of themselves. But you know, me and mentioning bonnets has been around for a long time. I have not seen that in a long time, but if you think about it, there was a cartoon that she wore a bonnet. So bonnets have been around for quite a long time, but are they appropriate to wear anywhere? Now, let's not just say bonnets. They're wearing those little shoes with the balls on the front of them, on the top of them. Yes, Monique. Thank you, AJ. Monique made a statement about women wearing bonnets and, you know, out in public and going places, grocery stores. I haven't seen them going to like any shows, well, we really haven't been to any musical shows yet, or theaters. I haven't been to a theater yet either. But we do see them all out walking in the streets. We see them at the grocery stores, see them at the gas pumps, you know, and now I've seen a boatload of them at the airport. And yes, I have been traveling during the pandemic when flights were up and running. And yes, I was traveling. I have been traveling. I've been going places, some by choice and some not by choice. But at the end of the day, I've seen the women in the airports with bonnets on. Do you think that they should be out and about traveling with house slippers on and Mickey Mouse shoes on? I mean, really, seriously, they have Mickey Mouse shoes on. So how do you feel about that? Do you really feel like that should even be happening, or that should be even taking place? Because at the end of the day, people do what they want to do. We're not going to stop them from doing what they want to do. We're not going to stop them from dressing how they want to dress, putting on what they want to put on, whether it's man or woman. We're not going to be able to stop that. So at the end of the day, who are we to say what they should wear and what they shouldn't wear? If they feel comfortable, I always say, be comfortable with the skin you're in. That's what I say. And if you're comfortable with the skin you're in, who am I to say that you can't wear no bonnet? Now, it doesn't look good. Nope. Should boys walk around with pants at their hips, showing their buttocks? I was in out of town this past weekend, just standing there, waiting to go into one of the stores inside the mall. And I mean, the boy pants was, I mean, literally, his pants was all the way down in the front of his crotch. I mean, all the way down. And it was just ridiculous to see that and to see it take place. It was crazy. Yes, the Bernstein Bears. If you have not watched that, go watch it and look and see, because she wore that bonnet a long time ago. And here we are talking about women wearing bonnets and if they should or shouldn't wear bonnets, but it's been happening. It just didn't just start. But the bad thing about it is we only see black women wear bonnets. I ain't seen a white woman wear a bonnet yet. If you see a white woman wear a bonnet, can you please take a picture and post it? Because I want to see that. I have not seen a white woman wear a bonnet. So why is it that the black women are the ones that's always got to go out? And it's not just all the black women, it's the younger generation. And they're wearing it every single day. But the Bernstein Bears, yes, Evie, you're right. She had that bonnet on every day. But we're not a cartoon character. We're not on TV. We're not animated to be on TV. We are human beings. These are women that are actually walking around with bonnets on their heads, looking a hot mess. Most of the time, the ones that I have recognized are the younger generations, and they are walking around with bonnets all on their heads, all over the place. And normally, when we see a bonnet, and especially inside a school, if we see a bonnet or a girl put on a bonnet, sometimes that means at some point in time throughout that day, it's going to be a fight. Somebody about to throw down. And I don't know if they put the bonnet on to keep their hair from being pulled or whatever the case may be, because the hair ends up getting pulled anyway. I just don't know. It should be some kind of rules or regulations when it comes to women wearing these bonnets in these places. But once again, we cannot say who can wear what, when they can wear it, why, and where they can wear it. So at the end of the day, how do you feel about women wearing bonnets? And once again, it's black women. It definitely is. It's not white women. I have not seen one white person, not one, have a bonnet on her head. Now, if she did, it might have been Halloween or something, trick or treat. Tricks are for kids. But I have not seen a white woman wear a bonnet. I have not seen a commercial on any station with a woman wearing a bonnet on her head. Something is wrong with our culture, with the black women wearing bonnets. Yeah, okay, so if you want to walk your dog in the neighborhood early morning with your bonnet on, have at it. But why go to the grocery store, to the mall, on the airplane, and you got a bonnet on your head? That just does not make sense to me, none whatsoever. So at the end of the day, if you're happy, and I say it again, if you're happy with the skin that you're in, then go for it. You do what you do. You do what makes you happy. But do I think it looks good? No. And it definitely doesn't look good for the black culture. It doesn't. But these kids nowadays, they're pretty much doing whatever the Sam Hill they want to do and how they want to do it. Now, I don't know if it's because they don't have direction or parenting or whatever the case may be, or once they leave home, is something that I used to do. When I left home, I used to, take some stuff when I got older. Now, when I got older, I didn't do that all the time. But when I got older and I moved away, wasn't with my mother, I moved away, I had a tendency to put a little something in the night bag or in a night bag and change along the way. But it wasn't a bonnet. My dear friend Evie says, but just because white men aren't doing it doesn't make it right or wrong. I didn't say that either. I said to each his own. You do what you do. Our standards for our culture shouldn't be a white woman. No, it shouldn't be. And wearing a bonnet ain't a white woman either. It's tacky. wearing bonnets out in public, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as what I think and how I feel, is extremely tacky. But if you want to walk around, friend, with a bonnet on your head, don't walk around with a bonnet on your head with me. How about that? How about you walk around with a bonnet on your head by yourself? Because I'm not gonna claim you. You're gonna be on the other side of the building. You're gonna be on the other aisle on the airplane, because you're not gonna be with me with no bonnet on. To each his own, but my friends ain't gonna be with me, not with me with no bonnet on. Because if we fighting, then we ain't gonna have no bonnet on either, because I ain't got time to be. I'm too grown for all of that. Because once again, it's the younger generation that's wearing these bonnets for whatever reason, wherever it ever came from. I don't even know where the bonnet thing came from. Reality TV, I guess. Because I haven't seen anybody, in all actuality, I really haven't seen anybody be wearing no bonnets other than our babies, the younger generation of women that probably aren't taught the things that we were taught when we were growing up. But I did sneak a bag out every once in a while. I did. But it wasn't all the time, because I really didn't have any reason to do it other than to think that I would look good in a short skirt or some short shorts instead of in a long maxi skirt, is how I grew up. So at the end of the day, whatever makes you happy, be happy if that's what's going to make you happy. Be happy with the skin you're in. If wearing a bonnet is a way that you're going to be happy, then you go right ahead and you wear your bonnet and you be happy wearing your bonnet. Now, we are here. My friend is on, her birthday was Monday, and she has clicked back in, and we want to say happy birthday.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, I had a great weekend. It was my birthday, so I celebrated big time. So I'm just grateful for another year. I'm grateful for health. Having sickle cell anemia and being high risk in a lot of things. I'm just grateful for every moment. So I had a great time though. I celebrated all month long, but this past week we turned it up.
Turned it up. And I couldn't, my bad, I couldn't get to you all.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
Happy birthday again. We were all over the place. We were a little bit ways from each other, but
yes, we were.
We had a little bit going on here and a little bit going on there.
Yeah, so it's all good.
We were everywhere, but I was sure trying to get to you all, and I know you all were trying to get to us too. So next time.
That's all right. That's all right. We was in the same. Talk Radio was still in the building, okay?
In the building. Had a great time. Had a great time. Met some great, wonderful people. Can't wait to go back again sometime soon. But in the meantime, I am actually going some other places, getting ready to do some other things. But I am planning on going back down there because.
Thank you, Doreen.
Going to see some people and hang out again. But yeah, we're here talking about it tonight. I've been talking about the women with the bonnets on, what Monique said about wearing the bonnets, and I was saying earlier that the only people that you see wearing the bonnets are our young women. The young women are the ones that's wearing bonnets.
Right.
And I'm not basing nothing about what we do and how we do it, because the white woman don't do it, don't mean we should do it. Because she does do it, still doesn't mean we should do it. So it really doesn't have anything to do with the white woman. My thing is, you never see the white woman wear a bonnet.
I agree with Monique 1,000%. And I agree with her 1,000% because we have to be able to show some type of class when we're out in the streets. You have to carry yourself a certain way. And our old school, that you have to be presentable wherever you go, because you don't know who you go see, who go see you. It may people that see you that you don't even see. Like, I seen you in the store, you had your bonnet on. Like, never. You'll never see that in my pajamas, my house shoes. I just think they made it for the house.
Right.
House shoes is for the house. A bonnet is to sleep in to keep your hair laid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To keep it slayed. And then you take it off and you go about your day. It's not something you wear outside.
Exactly.
So I agree with her 1,000%. We got to class it up, lady. We got to get back to classiness, sexiness. Cleaning.
Tell your sister if she ain't outside, that's fine, AJ. But if she inside, don't tell her to come on back inside. My thing is, don't even sit on the porch with that thing on your head, you know?
No, no. I
Because I'm
mean,
like you. I'm like you, sis. I think they should be worn inside. I don't think they should be. You should wear them out in public. But we as Black women, not us all, not all of us, but the younger generation has gotten so comfortable with wearing those bonnets on their head anywhere, and it's just become a part of their daily routine. And
I
it's like
mean,
it's ridiculous. Yes,
I,
Doreen, I agree.
yes,
I
Doreen,
don't.
put on a hat. I'm at the same thing on the flip side with the guys. Your pants hanging off your behind. Pull your pants up. If you need a belt, put on a belt and look presentable. You know, I grew up with my aunts and my grandmothers and older women, my mom, like, you know, ironing their clothes, pressing their clothes, starching their clothes. A lot of the younger generation, you don't see that. They got on stuff that's balled up. It ain't pressed. It's hanging off of them. Or they got on a bonnet or
Be
pajamas.
happy though. Be happy with the skin you're in, but be presentable with the skin you're in.
Pull it together.
Pull it together. If I walk around with just anything on, what kind of person do you think I'm going to attract?
Right.
You
And
know,
how serious do you think people will take you?
absolutely. Now, do I want to go out with a bonnet on my head and then I'm trying to date? Who do you think I'm going to attract?
The wrong attention. The attention you're not looking for.
Exactly. Or maybe nobody, period. You know, because
Or yeah,
your clothes
you
pretty
gonna get
much are
talked
who you
about.
are.
You gonna get talked about. So let's just be honest. We all talk about people,
We
and you
do.
gonna get talked about for
And
sure.
if you my friend and you got a bonnet on, when you walk out the door, I'm probably gonna pull off and leave you. Cause you ain't gonna be
You
with
ain't
me.
going nowhere with me looking like that.
You're not gonna do it. If I can tell you you look bad in regular clothes, what you think I'm gonna tell you what you look like with a bonnet on your head? I'm just saying.
It's
You
just
know,
tasteless to me. You know, wear it in a house, wear it at a slumber party, wear it at a hotel party. Don't wear it outside.
don't wear it outside. But be happy with who you are. And if you're happy with yourself, then hey, so be it. That's totally up to you. I don't understand it. And it ain't for me to understand because you're your own individual person. But we are talking about it
Keep
tonight.
my earrings. Be a queen. Be a
All right,
queen.
be a
Okay.
queen.
Be a
Be the queen.
queen.
Be the queen that you are. And whatever you want to be, you can be whatever it is that you want to be. You can put your heart to it and you can make it happen if that's what you want. If you want to make it happen, you can. But make sure whatever it is at the end of the day, once again, I'm going to say it again, be happy with who you are and be happy with the skin you're in because there's nobody else that can make you happy other than yourself. Why are why are you making somebody else happy? Why are you doing things to make somebody else happy? Why are you doing things to appease other people is what I don't understand. If you're not ready for it and if it's something that you don't want to do, hey, don't do it.
Right.
What are you losing? Do you have a lot to gain? Well, let me say this. There are some people that have a lot to gain by being a people pleaser. You
Right.
know, but why go through all of that if you don't have to?
That's right.
I don't understand it, but it happens.
And
I
then not just that. I just feel like you have to lead by example. And what are you showing the younger generation of young women? What are you showing the younger generation of young men with your pants sagging?
Yep.
Where's the class? Where's the standards? And you may not have been raised with them, but you're on the daily in the world, and the majority of people in the world aren't walking around in their pajamas and a bonnet. They're walking around pretty put together because they want to be taken seriously.
They
So it's just
want
something to think about.
that's right. You should be taken seriously. You should want to be taken seriously, at some point. There are some older people that will do that too, just to be cool or just to be with the in crowd, or feeling pressured to do so. But and that piece I don't understand, because they are adults and they are much older than the ones that we're seeing walking around now. So it's something that I probably won't ever understand, but it happens. I mean, and it's going to continue to happen. And I don't know what we can do to change it, because there will be no law stating that you cannot wear a bonnet. But there are laws stating that what kind of hair you can wear, which I ain't understanding that either. You know, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't play certain sports if you got hair. You know, if your hair ain't the right color, if it ain't the right length, and all of this, that, and the other. In my line of work,
I've seen a lot of interviews of people and even children belittled or made to feel bad because their hair is natural or their hair is in locks or is in a certain way. And it just takes away from the individuality and the creativity of the person.
Right.
You know, your hairstyle is not the same as wearing a bonnet or wearing a house robe out the house.
Right.
How you wear your hair is how you know, is a representation of how you wear your hair. But the bonnet is to go to sleep in. The bonnet is to keep the hair fly. It's not for you to just wear it around. Get your hair done. Keep it done. So that the only time you have to throw that bonnet on is to lay down.
Yes. My other thing is that my phone is just ringing off the charts over here. Buzzing off the charts.
Thanks for tuning in. It's Wind Down Wednesday. I know y'all got some comments.
It's Wind Down Wednesday. It's been a laid back, kind of smooth week. Thank God.
It's been quick. It's been quick for me, thank goodness.
It's been quick. You know, Monday was a holiday. I didn't get back in town till Monday.
Monday was my day. Hey.
Which was your birthday, because we were trying to hook up with you all while we were down there, but we came back Monday. I think you guys came back Sunday.
We came back late Sunday night.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, you know, I'm still going to say be happy with the skin you're in. But with that being said, are you really happy with the skin you're in? Because I posted something one day. It's like, when you wake up, you should be happy that you woke up. You should be excited that you woke up, because God let you see another day. So why start your day out with negativity? You know, why start your day out
unhappy,
complaining?
Right.
You're here. You're alive and you're well. If you're going to start your day out like that, stay in the house, don't come out, and don't talk to nobody.
Stay to yourself and wear your bonnet in your house.
Exactly. Do not come out and talk and speak to no one. So last week we were talking, you know, everybody's been, you know, the cicadas are not out today because it's raining.
Thank God.
They are in. Lord. I don't know what's going to happen to them between now and the end of the month, but they're in right now. So being outside, for the last couple of days or so or whatever, the cicadas haven't been too bad, but the noise has been terrible. But whatever you got to do, be safe with the cicadas. Go outside, enjoy the weather whenever it's available, whenever the sun comes back up, which means it's probably going to be this weekend. But we talked last week, a question was posed, and my friend that was going to be on here had an engagement that he had to go to. So he said he can be on another day. But the question is why is it that why are our young men dying at a rapid rate? And it's not saying that they're dying at a rapid rate by police violence, by police taking their lives or whatever the case may be. They're passing away or dying at the hands of themselves. What is the problem with our young men these days? What is going on? Can anybody answer me that question? What is happening with our youth, with our young men, with so much hatred, hostility? What's built up in them that angers them so much that they have to take a life? And they're taking lives, and they don't have an issue with doing that. I can't answer that because I'm not a male and I'm not a man. I don't know if it's because their father wasn't in their lives. I don't know if it's because they weren't raised by their mother. I have no idea what the answer to that question is. but we were going to have someone on, and maybe the next time a young Black male can explain to us and express to us his feelings as to why he feels, I don't know, nervous, scared, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I cannot answer that question because I'm not a Black man and I'm not in their skin. That's crazy to me, because every time you turn around here in the city of Cincinnati, state of Ohio, somebody is being shot, somebody is being killed, which means that the summertime, the numbers are going to get higher and higher and higher all over the place, not just here, but it's everywhere. Not only that, it's the fact of the matter is we can't go anywhere without possibility of somebody shooting something. You know, somebody in a club the other night in Miami shot and killed 2 or 3 people, injured 20 at a rap concert, some kind of concert. Last night, not far from here, somebody was shot and killed. I mean, so what are we going to do? What can we do? How can we, I don't know, education. We can keep saying educate our young men and educate our young women and educate the Black community, but is that enough?
I think people are just making bad choices. You know, they chance people's lives. You can't even go out and have a good time. I was just talking to someone earlier today, and they were just saying that there was an event that they had, and they were patting people down, and they had weapons on them, and they had to be sent away. And you know, a lot of places you go to, you have to patronize them, so you can't bring alcohol in. So they was like, you can't do that, and there was like a little dispute about that. It's like, come, have a good time, patronize the business, and move along.
Right.
That's why we don't have anything in Cincinnati. That's why you can't do nothing. It was nice and refreshing to be in the A, and I'm eating breakfast, and you know, all these people that just coming together and supporting each other. It was all love. And I wish it could be like that in small little Cincinnati, you know?
Right. Or and other places around other than
Globally, really. But
Yeah.
because I'm here, I live here every day, all day. I say start with home.
It does. It does start with home. But then once they get older, I think we kind of lose them. But I think parenting takes a part in all of that. I think parenting is crucial. I think what we do and what we say is extremely crucial. I think how we as parents live is crucial, because at the end of the day, y'all, come on now, your kids watching you. They are looking at you. They are watching your every move that you make. Your children are watching you. I do have to say, from a mother's perspective with 4 sons, can't type it. What you got to say, Carol? Call me on my phone and you can say it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
And then we'll put it out there so the people can hear. But my whole thing is that, and you're right, Carolyn, you got 3-4 boys. And you know the struggle of being a mother to all boys. You know what it's like, what you had to do, how you raised them, how you taught them, what you wanted to say to them, the things that, if they, you know, did they look up to their dad, their granddad, their uncles? You know, you had to keep your foot on their neck to make sure that they maintained and stayed on the right track. And I know you're very proud of your boys, and you know, I know your boys, so I know the work that you put in with them to train them and to teach them and to show them and guide them and direct them. But it's just, you're one in a million mothers. These boys, it's just so much to say, relationship with their father. I think it's important that our young men have relationships with their father, but heck, half of them can't have relationships because their daddy in jail, or their daddy is not, their father isn't around or nowhere to be found to even try to teach them the right direction in which they should be going. I mean, that's half of the battle. That's half of the problem that we're having with our young men these days, and the reason why we're losing so many of them It's because their dad isn't around, have been around. But do I fault that as being because your boys didn't fall in that category, Carolyn? Because you did a wonderful job with the boys. They grew up to be fine young men. They didn't get lost in the sauce. You know, there's some other friends of mine that's on here right now that's looking and watching. Their children didn't get lost in the sauce because their dad wasn't there. The mother took those reins and made sure y'all made sure the boys did whatever they did. I can't speak from a mother with boys because I got a girl.
Right. But there's ways to fill that gap. There's uncles that may want to be involved. There's cousins. There's mentors. There's different programs. You know, sometimes you have to lean on people in the community or outside the community.
Right.
For that support.
You know, and a lot of times people talk about the village, but there is no more village. There is no more village for our babies, because there's people are working in single walks and doing stuff for themselves, and grown people doing stuff for themselves. They're not thinking about nobody else. They want the limelight for themselves. They want the light to shine on themselves. So therefore, they ain't got time to be putting back into somebody else's kid because they want the light to shine on them. And I think that's another piece that's missing. So we can't say the village is raising. The village ain't raising our children no more. That part we can stop saying that. It takes a village. The village is not doing that anymore because the village don't have the mindset it used to have when the way it was back in our day, back in my day when I was growing up. Now that was the real village. That was the village. That was the country. That was the city, the town, whatever it was. The whole kit and caboodle is what I call it back in the day. Right now, you can't say that. The village is not helping us raise our children. The village is not even trying to look out for our children because the village is thinking about itself. The people in the village are thinking about itself. It's only a handful, one or two. I see it every day. I hear it every day. And people ask, they place it on Facebook, believe it or not. You can go down someone's timeline and see if they are a villager. That's what I'm gonna call them, to see if you're a villager, because we don't have it. It's not like it used to be. It's just not that way. You know, taking time to try to help raise somebody's kid is not what they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Young mothers today, grandmothers at 35 still running the streets, and that's the problem.
Yep, baby saving babies. Nobody's slowing down. Nobody, you know, everybody's. They're not getting that love and compassion we got it from our grandparents and our parents, you know, and that's taking that time, that wisdom and speaking encouragement. They're not getting that because they're young themselves and they still want to go.
Absolutely. And then you look at somebody like us, and we do have, the older we get, the more we're not able to do. The expectations that the children would have is that we're taking care of their kids while they out there gallivanting running around the street.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not gonna do that, you know. But
look, you shaking your own baby. I ain't shaking your baby. I'm gonna get it when I want to get it. You okay?
But that's happening. We have so many young women that are having babies and expect mothers like me to sit around and take care of them while they're out there doing stuff. By the time I go to work, come home, you know, taking care of grandbaby, it's ridiculous. I mean, it ain't ridiculous, but that's it.
It's draining. It's time consuming. Coming from a person who, you know, have my sister's 6 kids, it's a lot because you have to give them all time, and they're all in different areas or different walks of their life. And so, you know, the older you get, your patience is different. This is not my kid, you know? And so, I mean, as parents, even the younger generation, we have to make our kids a little bit more responsible than we have in the past.
Yep. I mean, it's too much going on right now. So there is no more village to raise our children. There's no more village to help our children because the villagers are my age, you know, and I mean, I'm trying to retire. I'm trying to start my own life doing something else, you know, something that's continuously going to make me happy because, you know, I'm happy now, but can you imagine being happier later? After
Right.
retirement, and then Carolyn said, different generations. My firstborn, I had a 17, but I had a village. Absolutely.
Right.
We didn't have a village. And she said,
It was a different time.
yep. And then she had a tribe around to help watch her be successful in her career, which made a difference.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't have that. These kids don't have that, and these young men really don't have it. Once again, their fathers don't even have time to take care of them. These women want to, go here and there and do this and that. But then, what for? To have a baby by a man to do what?
Right.
Hook him? To think he gonna stay with you because you got pregnant and having his baby or had his baby, that he ain't gonna leave you, that he gonna marry you and everything is gonna be well, and y'all gonna live with a white picket fence? Different era, baby.
It's not real. That's not real.
That is not realistic. But do people still think that? Do women still think that? And do women still do that? Heck yeah. They get there. Yep. Tell a lie in a minute. I'm on the pill. I can't get pregnant. Next thing you know, bam, they pregnant. And guess who got to take care of baby? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. You take a chance. Either way, our children, our young men are just I don't know, they're not well taken care of these days because they don't have the village that we had when we were growing up.
And we're dying at such an alarming rate that so many, we think about the people that's gotten killed that we know about and how they had young children and they're no longer here. So now the grandparents, they have to step in. Like there's no other choice. I mean, hopefully the other parent is alive, but that's not always the case in some situations.
Absolutely.
So it puts a strain on everyone.
A huge strain. I met somebody this weekend that actually knew somebody that I was little, but I knew who they were talking about. It was, matter of fact, they were related to him, and I was like, wow, such a small place. But I can also recall they were raising somebody, their niece or something. They were raising somebody else's child. She was bad as all get out. I mean, she was bad. But that village, there was a village to help raise her. When she wasn't wanted in another location, somebody else took her in, and to become the person that she is today. Had she not had that village, she wouldn't be where she is today. But that was back then. This is now. Ain't nobody doing. They're not doing that. There's too many selfish individuals. The one thing that they're gonna say is, I got my own. I done raised my own. I'm not trying to raise nobody else's kids. And what I don't understand is people doing things for attention. People doing things to seek attention. Why are you seeking attention? Why are you doing things to seek attention? Because at the end of the day, it really does not matter. It's not the attention that's going to get you what you need. You're going to have to go out there and get it yourself. Stop doing things to seek attention. Go out there, grab it, use it to the best of your ability, and move forward. Stop seeking attention in places that's not going to be beneficial to you. Y'all know it's Wind Down Wednesday. We're sitting here talking about it. We talked about the bonnets. We talked about our young men being lost without their fathers. Find a way, being happy with the skin that you're in. Now, my other question for these last few minutes is, why be in a relationship? Here's the question. It's always about a relationship. Why be in a relationship and you got to settle to be in that relationship?
There's no point.
Why be in a relationship if you're settling to be in that relationship?
There's no point.
I need a little help.
Talk to us, people. Talk to us. It's Wind Down Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Y'all know how we do it. We talking about it all. You can call in. You can message in. We can read your comments or your quotes. Talk to us.
Why? I don't understand why anybody Because at the end of the day, it's not that you can't go out and get the person that you desire or that you want and need. It's not it. That's not it. I know that's not the case because I'm about praying. I'm about, putting it out there on the table, giving it to God, and God doing whatever He does and needs to answer the questions. I think any and everybody should be doing that, but people don't. But when you get somebody, find somebody, you settle for being there. You settle for being with them. But why? It's because of what they can offer or what they're giving to you, what they have, what you don't have, what you're seeking to get. Why be in it and you're settling? My whole thing is I'm not going to be in a relationship where I'm settling or he's settling. That's out. I will move on and move forward until hey Josh, what's going on? That's my guy right there. I love myself some Josh. I love myself some Josh. Josh was one of my babies growing up. Carolyn was like my big sister. That village that helped me, helped mold me.
Yeah.
The police department, and it was needed. And I didn't settle for anything else other than to get the help that I needed from Carolyn in order to make me the person that I am on the police department. So, I kind of sort of followed in her footsteps because she, was a sergeant. So I'm a sergeant. So you got to have people that's going to lead you in the right direction, not going to steer you wrong. And she definitely was one of those. To your point, people settle for relationship because humans love comfort. They do, but what's comfortable about settling? Can't nothing be comfortable about settling.
I think you should never settle. I think relationship should be compromised. So you're gonna give a little, you're gonna take a little, but there should be boundaries on that. There should be a point where, okay, this is something that I'm not accepting, I'm not putting up with. It has to be communicated, has to be put out on the table. But as far as settling, I wouldn't settle. I say compromise, Let me tell you what's okay. You tell me what's okay. And then we meet in the middle,
You should meet in the middle. I was just the only reason why I brought this up because we were talking about it just a couple of days ago. I was talking about it with somebody else a couple of days ago, and I'm like, why are you settling for anything? You shouldn't settle. You should always want the best for yourself. And once again, I would continue to say, well, be happy with the that's Josh's. That was Josh's statement.
Oh, all right then.
I'm with you, Josh. I'm with you. But Josh, this is my thing. You don't have to settle. No one has to settle to be comfortable in a relationship. No one should be comfortable with just settling in a relationship. I think balance.
Yeah, I think that's the younger generation too, because us that's a little bit more seasoned, that's been through a few things, gonna be like, I think the younger generation, has to take that time. We all started somewhere. It has to run its course for them to learn, what's okay, what they want and what they don't want. If they want to settle or they don't,
Right. And you don't have to. I think the younger generation definitely doesn't have to because the opportunities out there to meet mass people. It's a lot of opportunities out there to meet people, but you just have to meet them. You got to pray about it and see if that's the one that God actually has for you. But once again, there is a balance. There's a balance when it comes to being in a relationship. You don't have to settle, but you do have to find a balance, and you do have to compromise.
Yeah,
and it works both ways. You can't go into that relationship, or you shouldn't be in it because you're getting what you want, or you're getting what you need. What about the other person?
It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street.
Nope. And that's the piece of settling. When you think it is a one-way street, because you're either on the receiving end of it, and that's more than likely how it happens, then you are settling because you're receiving. You're settling for whatever and then the person that's giving is settling too because they are, once again, Josh, they are comfortable with that person.
And that's kind of like what we talked about last week with the control, you know.
Definitely. But don't just sit back and be comfortable with being in a relationship. Don't settle. You know, how happy are you in that relationship?
Right.
What makes you happy in that relationship? Now, everything ain't easy. It ain't gonna be easy. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. The road ain't easy. Driving down these Cincinnati streets is always a pothole somewhere. It ain't easy.
That's
It
for
ain't
certain.
smooth. It ain't smooth.
And some construction, okay?
There is going to be some construction. But how much of the construction are you going to continue to put up with if it's the same thing? Don't settle. Don't get comfortable because it's okay because you know that person. No, you might want to think twice. You might want to go out and get you a whole fleet of construction people to help you fix that roadway, covering that hole, so your ride will be smooth from here on out. Because I refuse. I'm happy with I'm in. I'm happy with where my life is right now. And I hear too often that how people say, you bright, you shining. That's only because I'm in a good place.
You gotta love you first. You gotta love you first in order to love someone else.
Gotta love the skin you're in before you go get comfortable and settle down with somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Before you start going get settled, you gotta love you. You gotta take care of you.
Gotta take care of you. That's the most important person in the world, other than God, is yourself. So don't get comfortable. Just don't sit back and think everything is okay and it's gonna be okay. You do things to make that person happy, but what about you? You do things because that person has pushed you so hard consistently, pretty much forced you or made you feel bad or made you feel like you need to do it in order to get them in a place where they're not going to be saying it or they're back off or what. Don't do that. Do what makes you happy.
That's it. Do what's going to bring you peace. Do what's going to bring you joy. Do what's going to bring you freedom.
That's the key. Freedom.
In all things.
Freedom. And we know everything in life ain't free, but a peace of mind is free.
Joy is free. Okay?
Happiness is free.
Listen, choosing happiness is free. Okay?
That's right. You better say it. And I choose to be happy. And I choose to have nothing around me but happy people, positive people, people that's doing the right thing, not just for themselves, but for their family too.
Yeah. Change your circle, change your surroundings,
Those are my people. Those are my people. I don't hang around nobody else but the positive folks in my life. I'm sorry. That's just that. I ain't gonna have it no other way. So I'm not settling for anything, whether it's a relationship or my friends that I hang around. I ain't settling for nothing because I don't fool with you. I mean, I tell you in a minute, I don't fool with them. I don't have time for that. I'm out.
I'm not settling, and I don't feel that you should either. So don't.
Short.
That's right.
And I'm in a good place. We all in a good place. We are in a happy place. But happy birthday, sis.
Thank you.
I know you are still celebrating.
For sure. Gemini season all day long.
Oh, Lord. Them darn Geminis, Lord.
You just got to stay on our good side. It's fine.
Lord.
It's fine.
I guess all Geminis aren't bad.
Look at that face. Look at that face, y'all.
But I don't fool with Geminis. You know what I'm saying? All of them aren't bad. I got a couple of them. Carolyn's birthday was yesterday.
Hey, happy birthday, Carolyn. Yes, my Gemini sister. There we go.
I do have some good people that are Geminis, some good, great people that are Geminis. But hey, I can't say that too much about all of them. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna leave that right there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna even put a pin in it because we ain't coming back to it.
Yeah, no, we done.
Yeah, we done. We ain't going back to it. You know, there you go, my girl. That's it, my dog right there. My dog. That's
Yeah.
what I got some friends, some close people that birthdays that are Geminis, and they some great people. But then I got some that is just like, whoa, baby, sweet baby Jesus. But you know, God knows who to put in your life, and God knows who to move out of your life.
That's
How
for
about
sure.
that?
And
How
when
about
he's moving them out, do not hold on to them. Let them go. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Let
sir.
them go.
Let it
Everybody is for a time, a reason, and a season.
Yes, sir. Let it go, because there's a new season, and that new season has approached.
Don't miss out what God got for you trying to hold on to something to somebody else.
Hey, I'm just saying, got to be more careful.
Listen.
Got to be more careful. As to say, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen, honey.
Got to be careful. But you know how we do it. You know what time it is. We hopefully the weather be great next week. We'll be on location somewhere. We'll be outside, or who knows where we will be next week.
Let's hope. Yeah, hopefully we'll be on location somewhere, and then we won't be fighting cicadas because I can't stand them. I will be hollering and screaming.
Oh Lord, just put your screen on. Just put your screen on and call it a day. You'll be all right. Hopefully they won't be too bad. But next week we probably gonna be on location with a couple of people. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we end up. We'll see what happens and what we do. In the meantime, between time, we need y'all to take care of yourself. But still be safe. You know, regardless of the city or the state or the country or whatever is opening back up. Be safe, stay covered up, wash your hands still. I still go in the grocery stores with my mask on.
Yeah, you know, I'm wearing my mask faithfully.
I'm on the airplane with my mask. I'm doubled up on the airplane with my mask on. Getting ready to take another trip, getting ready to take another flight. So
us too. We out here, you know, we got the passports going, so we out here.
We doing what we do
while we are.
Yes, we are enjoying it to the fullest. God has been good to all of us. He allowed us to get through this pandemic. There were some that we lost along the way, and we are praying for their families. But for those that are here and are still allowed to be here, God bless us. Thank you, Jesus. I can't say thank you enough. But in the meantime, between time, y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
We got to get up out of here. My friend got to get up out of here because it is it's R&B Wednesday over on Vine Street, where they can come and listen to the good old R&B music.
Cincinnati, Ohio, y'all know what it is. It's old school going on right now. It's every first Wednesday of the month, and it's from 5 to 9, and it is, let's see, let me give y'all the address: 6819 Vine Street.
Come on out.
6819 Vine Street, 45216. That's in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Come on out.
Yes, we here till 9 p.m. We got the food cooking up for you. So come support.
So
support another Black business.
Yep, and it's Juneteenth. This is Juneteenth month.
Yes.
Get with the program, people. Let's celebrate Juneteenth. That's almost
in a big way.
Yes. It's almost like February, but let's make Juneteenth. You know, June 19th. Let's make this thing. You know, let's stand out. Let's let them hear us roar.
Yeah.
You know, let's make it happen. So in the meantime, y'all have fun. If you need something to do, go on over there on Vine Street. First Wednesday in the month. Now we might be there next month.
You gotta y'all look out. You gotta pay attention.
Gotta watch. Tell Carolyn where it is. It's on Vine Street. What's that address again?
6819 Vine Street.
6819 Vine Street. If you want to meet us out there, come on, meet us out there for some old school R&B music. And play right now until 9 o'clock p.m.
right.
Every
Listen
first
to some good music, eat some good food, and go home.
every first Wednesday of the month
Yep.
from 5 to 9. So come on out, check us out, listen to some good old R&B music every first Wednesday. Every first Wednesday. I can't say it enough. Now don't go next Wednesday.
Now, don't go next Wednesday, but you can come to Taco Tuesday. That's every
Right.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday.
Rick Sexton in the building on the ones and twos.
Yes, come on out. Listen, every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, but once a month, first Wednesdays in the month, old school R&B. Come on out and kick it 5 to 9. When you got drinks and food, we just have a good time. We will be in the building next month because we can do that. Now that everything is lifted, we can be back out and about in places on site in different places. We're gonna be on different locations. Might be in your backyard.
Never know.
Never know. Let us know what you're doing. Come on out. Juneteenth is the 19th. Don't know what we're gonna be doing, but we might be celebrating somewhere in somebody's backyard. Making it happen. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Tell everybody that Tuck Radio is
Deacon Missionary Saints
and friends. Yes, 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. So what we got for them, sis, before we leave?
Well, my positive quote is health is wealth. Health is wealth. And when I say health is wealth, I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally, because there's a lot of people who are going through depression right now, going through sadness, feeling alone. Health is wealth. And if you can be a part of someone's health, be a part of that. Be a part of their health. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. And be happy by any means that you can be happy. Don't be happy because you're trying to make somebody else happy. Be happy because you're happy. Be happy because you want to be happy. Find your happiness. Find your happiness and hold on to it. At the end of the day, that's what matters. You being happy, well, you'll be very successful in life. Trust me. In a positive way, too. Find happiness in a positive manner. Watch how things go for you. Trust me. I'm telling you.
Yep.
We can tell you. And on that note, y'all know what I always say. It's always better to give than it is to receive. And we out of here. See you later.
That's one thing.